I'm Glenn Blair. Welcome to A Geezer's Perspective. Are you familiar with this quote? For of all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these, it might have been. From the poem Maud Muller by John Greenleaf Whittier. These words have been with me from high school, I would guess, when I most likely first heard them. Meaningful to me even then, when I had many years to go to avoid might have beens. But today, as a certified geezer, they're a powerful motivator. I don't have a lot of time left. I don't want to leave something undone, which I did many years ago when I failed to thank a sixth grade teacher, a failing that ultimately changed my life. It wasn't that I didn't try to thank her. I just started too late, and I was no wiser when I was 12 than I now am. And there's some good news from that failing. It led to my thank you letter a day project. I wrote a thank you letter every day for a full year, 365 letters to friends, strangers, and celebrities. And that led ultimately to my book, 20 Years of Reward from 365 Days of Thanks, documenting the extraordinary rewards and benefits that I received having written those letters. These days, what keeps me up at night isn't the things I did and wish I hadn't. It's the things I didn't do, the unfinished projects, the ideas I had and let slip, not out of fear or laziness, but just time passing and changing priorities, I guess. I don't know. There's one in particular that still stings. Years ago, I went to a funeral for a friend who'd been in the military. As a bugler lifted his horn to play taps, my eyes began to moisten until he actually started playing, and I realized the sound was coming from a fake bugle, a digital instrument designed to look the part but playing electronically. The bugler didn't even have the bugle properly placed on his lips, and it sounded recorded. My eyes dried quickly. This is wrong. He deserves better than that. I could do better than that. I played trombone in high school. I was no good, but I could learn to play taps on a bugle, and I could play it for real. I could honor someone that way. I was in the Army. I still have a uniform and it fits. I could volunteer to play taps, not at official Army events, but there are countless local ceremonies, parades, and such. I should give it a try. I did. I went online. I discovered an organization, Bugles Across America, designed specifically for this purpose, to find volunteers to assure live buglers. I found the U.S. Army instructions for training buglers. It was like a 12-week program designed to take people who had no musical background at all up to good enough to play taps. So I bought a bugle for $20. You know, I'd never throw anything away, and got going on it. It was fun, and I was pleased with my progress when something happened and I stopped, or maybe more accurately, I quit. I don't know. Do I regret it? I sure do. There are plenty of reminders, most recently watching Memorial Day ceremonies on TV. Real buglers with real bugles playing real notes for real people. My eyes tear up, my heart swells. And do I regret not giving it a try? I sure do. That's a might have been, I'll never know. I read somewhere that the most common regret people have in their final moments on this earth isn't about what they did do. It's about what they didn't do. So, advice for aspiring geezers: don't be like old Glenn, the big talker who didn't finish learning taps. Be someone who makes your might have been a I'm glad I tried.